Capital Electric was formed more than 75 years ago by mainly farmers that weren't getting service out in their area. So we kind of turned the lights on for the rural customers.
Originally, back in the day, some interested persons who ultimately formed our first board of directors, they had to go around and ask farmers and ranchers to come up with $5 a piece. $5, which doesn't sound like much today, but it was quite the commitment back then. And so they had to convince these people that they could get electricity out to them and what it would do. You know, they were using feed grinders by hand, and they were doing milking by hand and doing everything else by hand, cooking by candlelight at times. And ultimately, we distributed power out to these first members. And today we serve 22 to 23,000 accounts around urban and rural. We serve around the city of Bismarck, we serve the city of Lincoln, and then all the rural communities elsewhere in Burleigh, as well as southern Sheridan County.
Lignite, obviously the coal industry has served us, very reliably for many years. Started out back in, when we first started, and has provided base load generation for us for many years, which is a very reliable and cost-effective source of power.
The reliability part of what Capital Electric is all about, that's a huge part of what lignite coal provides to us. It's so important to respond quickly to outages and to make sure people have power. We know that we have a lot of people that have electric heat. We have people on ventilators and other things like that. And we need to make sure we have the power on, as quickly as possible to get them up and running.
In North Dakota, our climate is much colder than a lot of other parts of the country, so keeping the power on in a timely manner is pretty crucial.
When somebody's power is out, you're working. We have a 30-minute response time. When the phone rings, you get going.
We keep an eye on the weather. In the summertime, if there's a thunderstorm coming, there's a good chance we're going to be going out to restore power. And for example, recently we had about a month of fog, and the fog and mist was building up on the wires, and finally it was getting so heavy that things were breaking and causing lots of outages. If the weather's good, you got to be ready to go at any time too, because there's always random things in the winter with people moving snow, or a critter gets on the line, or there can be multiple things that can happen at any time.
Our staff and all of our employees have a lot of pride in the fact that we provide our members, all 22,000 meters, with the very best service and reliability. Our reliability is always over 99%, which means our power's on almost all the time. And when it's not, we do everything we can to communicate why it's not and to get it back on as soon as possible.
You feel accomplished after you just fix somebody's problem, They could have been out of power for hours and hours, and finally you got it back on, and they're happy and you're happy, and on to the next one.
My name is Paul Fitterer.
My name is Wes Engbrecht.
My name is Lance Diebold.
I'm Josh Barch,
General Manager of Capital Electric Cooperative.
Manager of Communications and IT.
I'm a lineman for Capital Electric.
I'm a lineman at Capital Electric.
I'm Lignite.